Most businesses are sitting on tens of thousands of dollars of potential revenue, and they don't even know it. I'm talking about old leads, missed appointments, missed phone calls that all of these people showed interest at one point, but they weren't properly followed up with. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can go inside any local business's CRM and find these massive hidden revenue opportunities, what to do about it, and exactly the templates and blueprint to just inject into their business to find this lost revenue. And yes, I know a lot of that sounds probably more complicated than it actually is, but in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to do this. Even if you're a total beginner, you don't need any prior marketing experience, you don't need any prior tech skills, you don't need to be some AI expert to go through and make this happen. And I want to walk you through step by step every step of the process in this video. And if you like what I'm showing on this video, if you just smash the like button, drop a comment down below, I'll hook you up with my full step-by-step course that dives into this model in even more depth, shows you how to get clients, how to fulfill for clients, all that 100% for free, no upsells or hidden paywalls or anything like that. Plus, I'll hook you up with my templates, scripts, everything to run this full business. So now that you smash the like button, drop the comment down below so you can get all these freebies and goodies from me. Let me jump on my computer so I can show you this whole model step by step. So what we're going to do is come over here to the simple automation software. And since I told you we're setting up 2 simple automations, we're just going to click on this automations tab. Now, as I mentioned, this is a 2-part automation sequence that takes less than 10 minutes to go through and set all this up. But what we're going to do first is set up part 2, and you'll see why here in just a minute. So we're just going to go over to create workflow, start from scratch, and then we'll just click got it right here. And what we're going to do is add an action, and I'll just move my head so you guys can see this a little bit better. And this one is called the Eliza AI Appointment Booking Bot. So we'll just click on this, and now from here, we'll choose what calendar we want the appointments to be booked on for this small business owner. So this is obviously a demo, so we're going to say book a demo right here. And then the total bot processing duration, number of hours, we can do whatever we want. I'm just going to put in 3 right here. And then for this example, it's just going to say, do you want to book an appointment? And one thing that's pretty cool is you can actually come over here and you can add a custom value that will automatically be updated with every contact that this bot reaches out to. So we're just going to say contact, and we're just going to say their first name. So for example, it would say, like, for me, it would say, Jason, do you want to book an appointment? And for this, we're just going to click on save right here. And you can see it created all these different conditions. So it's going to go and look at each individual contact and say, did it book an appointment? And if it says yes, you can easily go over here and add a tag saying the appointment was booked. And I'll even just do that really quick just to show you guys. You just hit that plus button right there. We're just going to say tag, add contact tag, and we'll say demo booked. And we'll just click on add new tag and click save action. Super easy to go through and do. And then did the bot time out? So what we're going to do if it times out is we're just going to go and copy this action right here, this AI condition. We're going to say copy action, and we're going to copy it right here. Because now what it's going to do is going to time out for about 3 hours. And then if the person hasn't responded, the bot is going to automatically follow up with that person, send out another text just to go through and try to book another appointment. And then over here, what we can do is if the person did not book an appointment, but they responded to the initial text, then we can notify the sales rep or we can notify the business owner, and that's what we can go through and set up over here. Now, you might be looking at this and being like, okay, well, Jason, how do we actually get people responding to these messages right here? And that's where part 1 comes in. So what we're going to do is we're just going to name this one part 2. And if you're looking at all this, pretty easy so far, right? I've shown you exactly what to click, how to add tags, everything from A to Z. And we can go through, we can hit publish, save, and so this is ready to go. Now, if we come over here to back to workflows, we're going to create part 1 of this whole sequence. So we'll come over here to create workflow. We're going to do start from scratch. And then we're going to go over here and we're just going to name this part 1. And then what we're going to do in this automation is we're going to go over here and click this add button, and we're going to do send SMS. And primarily what we want to do is work with small business owners that have a database of phone numbers, which that is actually most businesses out there that have been in business for any number of years, because they're going to have a database of past clients, of people that they've worked with. And we want to go and just basically reactivate this database and get them coming back. So for this example, let's say that we are a dentist. And so we're going to come over here. We're going to say contact first name. So it seems a little bit more personal. Jason, do you want free teeth whitening? Right? Something like that. And then we just go and click save, and we're trying to get a response to this initial text right here. Okay. And then if they don't respond to this initial text, you can also go through and say, hey, we want to wait 4 hours or something like that, or whatever the time frame might be. So we'll say 4 hours. We'll just come over here, wait 4 hours, save action. And you could send another text. Hey, just wanted to follow up. Are you sure you don't want that free teeth whitening, right? So just go and add another SMS over here, send SMS, and you get the whole idea. Okay, so you go through and you type that in. I'm not going to do that just for the sake of time, but you could even send another message a day later or whatever it might be. And now what you do, we'll just hit publish on this and save. And the trigger for people to enter into here, we're just going to add all of our contacts with phone numbers into this sequence right here. And the cool thing is if you're like wondering, well, Jason, I don't want them to continue to get texts if they responded, you can come over here and click on stop on response. And so what that stop on response does is if somebody responds, obviously, after that first text message, it won't continue to send them messages. And so now we come back over to workflow number 2, and we say, okay, in order, what's going to trigger this over here is people replying. So we'll say replied, customer replied, and I'll just move my head again. And we're going to add a filter, and we're going to say they replied to a workflow, and we'll say the phase 1 right there, save trigger. Okay. So now we just click save right there. And the way this is all set up is now we go and we take our contacts, and this is just a demo account right here, but we take all of them right here and we would add them to the phase 1 workflow. So, okay, proceed. And then so add them all to phase 1, part 1 right here. And then you add an action, click add to automation. Obviously, this is a demo account. It doesn't have phone numbers or anything like that. These are all demo fake contacts anyway. So it would add them all in, and they would get that first text right away that is saying, hey, do you want a free teeth whitening? The one that we set up just right here. And then if they respond to that, it's going to automatically send them in to this part 2. And remember, it's going to stop on response. So it's going to, on part 1, it's not going to continue to send the multiple text messages out, but it's going to send them into this part 2 automation, where now the AI appointment booking bot is going to be going through and auto booking all of these people that respond in a positive way on the calendar, and it's going to add a tag. And then if the bot times out, we can go through and say, hey, AI condition, did it book appointment? So it's going back through this entire process. And right here, we can add a tag again, the same exact tag that we added over here, so that it all maintains. So we got the demo booked. And then let me just move my head, save action, boom, just like that. And we've all set up. So I know that was a little bit more in depth of a setup, but guys, literally those 2 simple automations, you go and get a business owner that already has an existing database with phone numbers. You enroll all their contacts into that part 1 workflow, that automation, and then the system is going to do everything for you. And typically what's going to happen is it's going to book dozens of appointments for that small local business owner. And typically what happens is it's going to book dozens of appointments for that small local business owner. And so to get your foot in the door, what you can do is say, hey, in the next 7 days, how many appointments would you like me to book for you for free? And I'm going to go through and set this up and book as many appointments as I can for free for your business, which is pretty much a no-brainer offer. Every single small local business owner that has an existing database with textable phone numbers is going to want that. And then once you set up these 2 simple automations, like I showed you in less than 10 minutes for these businesses, then just enroll all their contacts into that part 1. The system, the software, the automations are going to automatically book the appointments. And then once an appointment is booked, they're going to be able to close the deal because they already have a proven existing offer that they know how to sell. So you're not dealing with some newbie business owner that's trying to figure out their offer, trying to figure out what they sell and how they do it. And so these two simple automations are basically going to print money for the business owner, which in turn is going to print money for you. And so now what you can do is say, hey, on average, if I book an appointment for you, what is the value of that appointment? How much are you going to make? And if they're like, oh, it's $300 or $500 or whatever the number is, and you get, let's say, 12 appointments and it's $500, that's a $6,000 value. And so you could go through and charge $2,000, $2,500 just for that first initial appointment booking after the free 7 days. And then you go back to the business owner because you've already created massive value for them. And you say, hey, how would you like me to set this up for all new leads that are coming into your business? Every single new lead. And it's all just automatically done on autopilot. And they're probably going to be like, oh, I would love that. And you're like, well, here's the deal. If you hire me, I'm going to be pretty expensive. However, I can set this up with simple software and automations, and it's only $500 per month, but it'll be able to continue to book you appointments just like I've shown you that we already have done for your business. And because this small business owner has already seen the massive value, and because they know that they're going to make money because they're booking more appointments, the $500 per month is going to be a no-brainer. Plus, it's no additional skin off their back because it's not really any additional work. It's just appointments automatically being booked by AI. And this is a simple service that you can set up. I literally just showed you step by step how to go through and set all this up. And like I said, if you just smash the like button and share this video with a friend who you'd either like to do this business with or you think that would find this business pretty cool, and then drop a comment down below once you have liked and shared, I will share with you my private link to unlock my free step-by-step course, show you all the sales scripts, show you how to get clients for free. I'll show you how to fulfill, how to set everything up in more detail. I'll even give you website templates so you can have a professionally designed website template set up for your business, the sales script. Plus, we'll even have a free live boot camp to help you get this entire business set up in less than 45 minutes tomorrow morning. And we'll even jump on a one-on-one kickoff call to make sure that you understand the software and have everything set up the right way. So with that said, make sure you smash the like button, share it with a friend, drop a comment down below once you've done that, and I will share with you the private link. And with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.